Hey guys, Billy here, Storm Trades. Let's do another trade recap. Um, First, I'll bring you through my simple process for establishing a daily bias. Ultimately, how I found my winning trade on CL for Wednesday, June 4th AM trading session. I also will go through my most important part of my analysis, which is on the hourly time frame. That's where I get my market structure narrative from. It's really where I spend the vast majority of my time. And again, just for my model, it's the most important time frame for me. On this particular day, we uh, we had a neutral daily bias and a neutral hourly market structure narrative, which is sort of unique. It means to me that's sort of the definition of consolidating price action. So, wanted to see a high time frame level get rated before even getting involved in any sort of execution time frame. I'm very cautious on consolidating profiles, and I really need to see a distinct displacement after the high time frame sweep in order to get interested in shorts or longs. All right, so let's start here on the daily. As you know, I always start off just marking out the previous daily low and previous daily high. I run a fib from the previous daily candle just to sort of see where we are. And it makes sense that at the time of analysis, we are basically right in the middle, right? Right in the middle of the previous daily low, previous daily high, midpoint of the previous daily candle. It makes sense since we are, in fact, sort of consolidating here. I want to make note here. We have some internal range liquidity that was confirmed with the close of yesterday's daily candle, and we also have some external range liquidity up here in the form of a swing high on the daily time frame. But again, we haven't hit any of that. We haven't touched the previous daily low or previous daily high. We are consolidating. Now, I also want to make note that we had a swing high on the daily that was swept 2 days prior, but then we had a bullish close. So price is um, price is looking like it could go higher, and price is looking like it could go lower. So when I see this, doesn't mean I can't trade. I want to then drop down to the hourly, see if there's anything really clear there. Sometimes there is, but when price is sort of hovering around the midpoint of the previous daily candle, a lot of times the hourly will also show some confusing price action. Let me pull up the hourly, and you will see it's exactly what we were seeing. So I'm just going to pull this over, previous daily low or high there, previous daily low here. We are kind of bouncing around in between here. I'm looking for, on the hourly, I'm looking for changes in the state of delivery, and I'm confirming that by the presence of fair value gaps. So right away, I'm seeing that there's a change in the state of delivery here, which we could be supporting, but we also have a change in the state of delivery here. Okay. It's just not great price action, right? I'm not interested. So I'm making note of this. I'm not interested until we raid a previous daily high or until we raid this previous daily low. In that case, we'd be down in a bullish hour or daily fair value gap. So I'd definitely be interested in longs. I long from daily bullish fair value gaps, and I short from bearish daily fair value gaps. Right? Makes sense. So at this juncture, there's nothing to do whatsoever. Okay. And I am looking for some sort of a move to take liquidity. So once we had the 9 o'clock candle close here, we are close enough to this previous daily high that I will go to the time in my execution time frame and just be on the lookout for sweeps. We have relatively equal highs here, right? So to me, if we sweep the previous daily high, and we have a strong displacement back down into the range, I was interested in taking a look at shorts. So let me go down to the M5 time frame, and we'll move price forward here a little bit. And we had a move upwards Didn't take the previous daily high yet, and we finally did here. Okay, so what part of my model is, once we've swept into a high time frame POI or to a high time frame model that I've effectively during my pre-analysis, I have some what-if statements, right? So I said if we rated the previous daily high, I would look for displacement back down into the range and look to trade in the opposite direction. Okay, so I'm watching price still. We're still going higher. One thing I want to make note of here is if we got a close below, so this looks like it could be a liquidity rate here. So I'm watching. It could be a C2, but so far I don't have anything. I'm just watching price, but I'm making notes of where the change in the state of delivery could be. Just because, just like on the hourly, I confirm changes in state of delivery with displacement. So I'm just watching price, and this to me is a significant displacement down through this change in the state of delivery after sweeping the previous daily high. Okay, that's right here. So I got involved right here. And then, by the way, this is the previous daily low. This is ultimately my target, but we have a nice hourly swing low below right here. So that's our sort of lower hanging fruit, with the ultimate target being down here at the previous daily low. I don't expect us to go all the way down there. I don't need us to have a profitable trade. I did enter at the close of this down close candle with a stop at the swing high and targeting the hourly swing low for over a this is over a 2R trade, but it's right there at 2R. And let's see what happens. Price moved pretty aggressively. We had no drawdown, and we deliver, and we ended up going down to the previous daily low and ultimately into the bullish daily fair value gap target. So it was actually a nice trade, even though the setup on the higher time frames wasn't looking that great. As long as we have a plan, as long as I have a what if scenario set out ahead of time, and I can trade that plan. And on this day, I got a very nice trade. If you guys got anything out of this at all, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. I really would appreciate that. And I'll be posting all of my trade recaps on here. I trade every day inside of Unicorn University. I post my analysis in a public page. I post my trades, my trade setups, and post analysis in there every day. And I love the maniacs inside the Unicorn University. Hopefully we can learn together from our wins and our losses. I appreciate anybody who watches this to the end or just watches it in general. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys, and have a great day.